This is the What the Actual Health podcast, and today, Harvey, we have our friends as our guests.
Hello!
Kung ano mag-introduce? Hello talaga. Go.
Go! These are our friends, Rica and Joe. You might know who they are.
You might talaga.
You might. For sure. This is, syempre, one of our good friends. And yeah.
Brief background, sige. How do we know them?
Okay, we know them from church, but at the same time, we've been working with Joe and Rica for quite a while. I think about, what? Pre-pandemic pa ba tayo?
Yeah, ilang taon na
Yeah.
Philip?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Manu,
so
Manu,
6
Manu.
years.
Kasi Manu,
Yeah,
I think we started when Manu was
7 years.
in our
In your tummy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was a while back na, no? Parang ang tagal na pala.
So 7 years.
But
Right.
we've known each other way before that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I've been
definitely.
hearing about your method through him and other people. I never really thought that I would be like one to subscribe to it later on in my life.
Yeah.
We're
Oo.
massive fans, not just of the content of the method, the principles, but how the method of the method, Labo.
The method
of the method.
This is so meta, Char.
Sorry. I'm happy na dun sa method of the method kasi most of the time yung si Baron ng Baron. Kasi sabi ko, hindi ka Baron method, Harvey. Baron ka. Si Baron. Yung Baron.
Baron.
Yung Baron, gumana po sa amin yung Baron.
Hindi na nga ako
Baron.
tinatawag Harvey.
Oh,
Minsan
tawag sa kanya
Baron
si
na lang.
Baron.
Si Baron. Kakatawa.
True, they say
Yeah.
yung,
So-
Baron. That's what they
Ayan pala yung
say to
Baron.
me.
Ikaw pala
Oo.
si Baron. Parang ako, hindi siya
Yeah.
si Baron. Pero hirap na i-correct.
Definitely. But hey, thanks for coming and coming over and
Sure,
It's been a long time coming. We've
It
been
has.
talking about doing this for a while.
yeah, I think so. And you know, one of the things that I love seeing is that, you know, I love seeing that you guys are doing really well. I mean, healthy yung dating nyo. I mean, yung vibe nyo talagang
Naks.
Vibe.
Woo!
Ano ba? Sige nga. Ano ba yung healthy vibe?
ang unhealthy vibe, siguro yung medyo out of shape, yung medyo hirap na hirap o maglakad, tsaka yung gano'n na gano'n.
Ano yan? Teletubby yata yan.
Oh, Teletubby.
Parang may background music ako na-imagine.
Di ba?
Tan, taran, taran.
I
De-
love you,
No,
Barney.
but I know that you guys are active.
Yeah.
You run. Joe, I know, does a lot of weight training as well. Tapos, I know if you see your posts on Instagram, you're like everywhere, like running, extremely fit. You know, and I think na you prioritized it with the family, with the kids, and even you guys, right? So
Yeah.
seeing you guys really doing the things that you love doing is probably one of the best
But
things
yeah,
that you
I'm
can do.
actually curious kasi I don't sit in the meetings. When I met you guys, I wasn't really privy to what your lifestyle was prior. How do you eat prior? How was it prior to eating healthy, and what were like your biggest challenges, I guess? Shifting to
Good.
eating the way that you eat now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, before I met you guys, for just really getting on the Baron method, before that, yung life ko, akala ko, okay na ako. Alam mo yung parang, okay naman ako, payat naman ako, nothing is really wrong with me. And then also, at the same time, I was still, before 40 pa yun eh, no? So, before pa ako mag-40 nun. So, I felt okay and everything.
Invincible
Hindi
yung
naman
dating.
invincible, but I didn't really feel unhealthy.
Right.
And then when we started, the only reason why I went to you guys, I remember, was because gusto kong alagaan yung sarili ko habang buntis ako.
Right.
And because I have like certain conditions that pwedeng matrigger, so like yung sa thyroid, which
Yeah.
runs in the blood, and then also diabetes. That was the only reason why I went. I didn't really feel unhealthy. But when I started doing your method and started eating healthy, that is when I realized how unhealthy I was.
I actually, you know, the nice thing that you did sa umpisa pa lang was that meron kang concern sa sarili mo. A lot of people, they get to that point where, okay naman ako eh, I'm not unhealthy. And being not unhealthy doesn't mean you're actually healthy.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yes.
So that was a
that
very
was
good
my-
decision.
Yeah, that was my
prior to-
realization talaga. Kasi parang dati, natatandaan ko nga, kahit kumain ng, sorry na lang, pero yung hot pot, di ba? Ano ko talaga yan? Guilty pleasure ko yung hot
Yeah,
pot
yeah.
na yan.
Namiss
I
ko yun.
wouldn't,
Namiss ko bigla yun. Sige, cheat day.
I wouldn't feel a thing before. Even if I ate it every day.
Right.
I would be fine.
Right.
But then after you guys, hot pot was never the same.
It kind of ruined it for us.
Oo, yung alam ko na
Sorry
sabi
na.
ko
In a
nga.
good way.
Ngayon, pag mag-hot pot ako, kasi I still do it pag mag-cheat ako.
Oo.
Parang tinatanggap ko na sa sarili ko, I won't feel well the next day.
Yeah.
And
Do you not really feel well, or is it a placebo, or bigla na
Ano
lang
yung nararamdaman
ano
mo?
nararamdaman mo ngayon?
It just happens too often for
Yeah.
it to be I don't know, it's really a really
Yeah.
powerful placebo if it is, but we can feel it. It's almost predictable.
So for me, kumakapal yung dila at saka bibig ko na
Yeah.
hindi ko maintindihan kung saan nanggagaling yun.
Grogginess.
Also,
Yung groggy talaga.
Parang you're not yourself. So
Yeah.
I'm usually very energetic on a typical day.
Yeah.
But after, like recently, I had hot pot. The next day talaga, parang tapon na yung araw ko. I couldn't think
Yeah.
well. I
Parang
couldn't move well.
Would you like say na it's like a hangover?
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never
Ganun yung
had
effect.
one, but I if that's what it's like, then yeah.
Yeah.
Hangover
Yeah,
sa hot
it is
pot?
The way you describe
Wow.
it, kasi yung tapon na yun the next day,
Oo.
ganun siya eh. Na parang you have to recover, you have to
Yes.
Actually,
and
I
time for you to
remember-
recalibrate. And
Yeah, and I was thinking nga na parang, do I like this? Parang do I like feeling
Yeah.
this bad? I mean, one question is it worth it? Parang for all that food, I'll feel this bad the next day. But the other question also is like, is this the price of being clean? So, do I want to not be clean na lang? Para,
wala nang effect yung
diba?
hot
Para
pot.
walang effect. And then, my third was like, but do I actually want to not react?
Yeah.
Kasi this is already parang kumbaga this is a proper reaction. It's not actually a bad reaction, but it's a proper reaction.
Correct.
Na if you're eating something that's not healthy, you'd wanna know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Versus naman yung self ko before na even if I ate a lot of like unhealthy stuff, wala pa rin ako nararamdaman. So parang ano ba yun? Isang
Oo.
araw magigising na lang ako. Deads na ako.
Hindi
kasi-
naman deads, but there are mornings that you wake up na talagang, ngayon okay ka, I can eat, wala kang nararamdaman. Pero you have a blood test, doon mo makikita,
Yes.
doon ka magpapanik, doon ka na
Exactly.
mag-worry.
Actually, for me, I felt it because we got on it because of the reproductive health concerns. But when the whole family adjusted, the first ones to feel the benefit were me and our oldest son.
Right.
Because of our allergies.
Right.
And what made the most sense to me was that simple analogy. And anybody who's been through your method has seen it. The chart where this is the autoimmune disease, the condition, the inflammation.
Yep.
And you break through the level of symptoms. Because if your food has you right below the level of symptoms, just the slightest bit of stress, ulan, puyat, wala na. You're
Right.
gonna break down.
Ramdam.
But
Yeah.
if your food is way below the level of symptoms, then you can absorb these stressors in the environment and you're not gonna break out in symptoms.
Magaling na estudyante to si Joe siguro sa school,
Oh,
no?
he was. I remember.
Grabe, Grabe da.
Magaling talaga.
Pero kailangan ko lang i-apply. Mas faithful naman siya mag-apply.
Oy, oo, mas mabait ako.
Pero yun nga yung point ko na sinisingil ka for eating clean. Pero if you don't, yung singil nun, all day.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
week. Yung sinisipon lang kami all the time. Akala lang namin ito yung buhay ko.
Right.
Correct.
Akala namin talaga ni Philip parang gagaling lang kami pag nasa abroad kami. 'Di ba? Pag temperate climate,
Right.
pag hindi kasing alikabok, parang yun ba talaga yung solusyon? Umalis ng Pilipinas?
Pangit
Hindi.
naman yun, right?
Oo,
Oo.
marami naman palang pwedeng solusyon by
Yeah.
eating more cleanly.
Incidentally, having hot pot does not always mean na that's gonna be a cheat, ha? We can make
Yes.
At home.
at home na healthy.
Okay,
O,
buti pinaalala mo sa akin.
sige,
let's-
go,
Ayan,
go, go.
actually, dapat
Oh, wait, I actually have a
dapat
recipe
ituro
I
na
want to
yan.
send to you guys.
Ah.
Si Joshua Weissman, meron siyang, di ba yung flavor bombs na hot pot na made from
flavor
scratch?
Oo.
Nice.
Para ilagay mo na lang sa pot mo.
Igagano mo na,
Yeah.
then you store
But I
it.
remember when we started,
your
I was
challenge.
so looking forward to cheat days. I was like, my gosh, this is so strict. I can't wait for a cheat day.
Ah.
It got to the point na, like Rica said, gusto ko ba talaga mag-cheat? Di ba? Parang, and one thing that really helped was your method, where you were like, what did you crave ba? Can I help you satisfy that craving in a better way? And that just meant so much to me. Kasi instead of, ay, bawal yan. Ikaw kasi dapat wala nang ganyan.
Oo.
Dahil dyan, o yan, kumain
This, diba, dark
Award.
chocolate, almond butter cups. My gosh, recess.
There's
I don't
always
need you.
an alternative.
Yeah.
There's always an alternative. I mean, choosing a healthy lifestyle doesn't mean you give up the stuff that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Ganun naman yun
No,
eh.
but I like what Rica said. Kasi nga, would you want your body's alarm system turned off? Because it's
Ooh,
so
wow.
desensitized.
Convict naman.
Sorry na.
Boom.
Because it's so desensitized with bad food.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's how people are eh. The normal symptoms they don't feel anymore. They would need a
Yes.
blood draw to see the state of their health.
Yeah. But how much inflammation do we have in
Yeah.
different parts of our body already that we live
Yeah.
with?
Yeah. And you know, most Asian men, a lot of Asian men are actually skinny fat. Our
I saw that. There was an article about it na parang the endemic of skinny fat has begun or something
yeah,
like that.
I mean, a lot of Asian men, if you notice, they don't really gain a lot of weight. It's not like boom, they get big na ganyan. Pero all of a sudden, biglang makikita mo na lang, they're in their mid-30s, they eat out every day. Then they have to have kidney stones. They have kidney stones, they have to have it taken out. It's not uncommon for me today to get a call from someone that's saying na, hey, I am 25 years old, 26 years old. I have high
Bata
blood
pa yun.
pressure, high uric acid, fatty liver, and their weight is normal.
Within the
Within the
normal
BMI,
BMI,
yeah.
oh.
So it's not necessarily the way you look. It's really what's inside that will dictate talaga yung mga...
Yeah, and I think we all have to be aware that food from outside is more readily available these days kasi. I mean, hindi
Sa
naman
Grab,
ganito
oo.
dati, di
Yeah.
ba? Parang
Easy.
sa atin talaga, ang dali ng lutong bahay before. Kasi wala ka namang ibang option.
That's true.
But
That's true.
now, kasi, I mean, it's one grab away. Like, you could just food panda it. Tapos, all the variety pa na nakakaloko talaga when you look at it na, I could just eat anything that I like for today.
And
Yeah.
any hours of the day.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
It's available anytime.
That's another
Yeah.
thing.
Grabe yun. So it's
One thing that really helped me with you guys was when we talked about cravings, you wouldn't just look at the craving, but what the root. So for example, one of my habits before was to skip lunch and breakfast.
Yep.
And then for sure by 3 p.m. I'm craving chips. I'm
Yeah.
craving pancit canton. And you were like, Joe, do you notice that every time it's salty, oily? Because you've starved your body the whole day. There's no way healthy food is gonna have a fight. Then you were like, eat. Like, wow, I felt so weird eating at 8, eating at 9. I felt like I was stuffing myself.
Yeah.
But sure enough, walang craving because your body's fueled eh.
Right.
So some of us might be thinking, I need this, but it's a lifestyle thing kasi if we shift, you might not need as much as you thought you did.
Exactly. And this is what I say all the time even with clients and people we work with. What you do at the early part of the day
Yeah.
dictates the habits that you are going to have in the evening.
Super.
I agree.
Diba? So you're so busy throughout the day, you're doing everything. By the time the evening time rolls around, nobody wins against hunger.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah.
You're always gonna lose when you're hungry. At the end of the day, you're not gonna say, I'm gonna have a healthy meal. No. You're gonna eat what you are fond of, what your favorite foods are.
Yeah.
You know, ganun talaga yun eh. That's
I
really...
think of everything that you taught me, that was the last lesson that I learned.
Talaga ba?
Kasi I don't like to eat in the morning.
Breakfast.
I'm very
Eat to live
tamad.
kasi siya eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oo.
very tamad in the morning. So it really was, I think yun yung biggest struggle ko. Sa lahat ng pinagawa mo sa akin, nailipat ko yung biggest meals ko sa morning. But you know, ever since, I think how many months na tayo? When was the last time I was here? Siguro about 2-3 months.
Yeah.
When I shifted everything in the morning, it has really changed my life.
Oh,
Ha?
ang bait niya.
Talaga?
Oo,
Bite
I,
niya.
I
Okay,
super
good.
No
eat so
sugars
much
after
in the
6.
morning, and then I do not have sugars na after like really bad carbs and all. I mean, like when I say bad, it's like kanin. I don't have kanin anymore at 6. Sinusunod ko yun, pero it also fixed my schedule. It didn't only fix my eating, but my schedule. Like I really can predict that in the morning is going to be like when I move a lot hanggang afternoon, and then nighttime is really reserved for let's already go to sleep.
Yeah, calm
Ganon.
down, relax.
Calm down
Tsaka
na.
did you notice that if you don't stuff yourself at night, did you find that you actually slept better?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
sleeping better than me now, for sure.
Okay.
Ay, ako
There
yung,
was a time I was
ako
the winner.
valedictorian ng Baron method.
Talaga
kasi
ba?
Ako talagang valedictorian.
So malaking bagay yung hindi pala stuffing yourself at night kasi you sleep better.
Yes, that
Yeah, exactly.
also affects my sleep pala.
Mm.
Na I, yung, sanay na nga akong hindi, and if ever magutom man ako, let's say, nag-extend ako ng konti, I can already survive with just a few bites. That's it. I
Yeah.
don't have to have a meal.
Yeah.
Just a few bites and I'm good and I can go to sleep. And when I wake up, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
Right.
But for the benefit of everyone,
Yep.
why is it like that? Na if you don't stuff yourself, if you don't have heavy meals before you go to sleep,
Okay.
you actually sleep better.
Because your body is not overworking itself.
Overworking in what way?
Okay. When you're stuffing yourself, di ba, you want to go technically at night when the sun goes down, your melatonin level rises, right? So technically your body wants to sleep. But if you've stuffed yourself, it still needs to process all that food that you put inside your
So
body.
in other words, parang imbes na your body is resting, kailangan pa
It's working
mag-digest.
pa rin.
Yeah.
Yun.
So instead of it focusing on repair and letting you recover and letting you really focus on those things, ang nangyayari is that hello.
We have a
lang.
guest. We have a guest.
Hello. Okay. So ang nangyayari, instead of it sleep, instead of you digesting your food, it's not digesting your food. What's really happening is that technically digest yung pagkain
Yeah.
mo.
You know, actually, that's the same logic for why you don't eat 3 hours before
A race.
workout,
Yeah,
a race.
exactly.
3 hours because it's gonna be busy digesting and doing stuff with what you ate.
Instead of
versus
putting the fueling your body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I super get it.